Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self-made man, Old Man Sam Simon.
Stop the people bringing stuff to your door. Stop being quiet and make a peace for them before. Stop like Maria. On the second to interior, keep it outside, let's stop being cool for all our own. Stop the people bringing stuff to your door. Stop being quiet and make a peace for them before. Stop like Maria. On the second to interior, keep it upset, let's stop it for all of us.
Okay, welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on Aegis 7.9. My name is Kai, Oliver Kai. Princess Alexa Vanjakoli is my able tenant. We're here on this beautiful, wet Wednesday afternoon in Monrovia. It's very wet out here when you're driving. Your vehicles, your motorbikes, okay, in your cars, your motorbike, your bicycle, even those of you who are walking, walking along the roads, be very careful. The roads are wet, slippery. People slide easily, so you got to be very, very cautious. Alexa, good afternoon. Why are you laughing?
Emphasis. Um, anyway, that's true. The air wet, and it's also slippery. But it has been an interesting week. I think I should say that because on Monday I was absent. Tuesday, Oliver was absent. Today is Wednesday, and Jerome is absent.
They won.
So no. So it seems like tomorrow you're going to have a full house since, first day one person was absent, second day, just like that. But I think it is good being back on the radio again today to have a good presentation. And Ajarum is not here, as you can see for those of you watching us. Wherever you are, Ajarum, please do not slide anywhere, do not slip anywhere. Be extra careful as you're out there, and I hope you're doing okay. But we have a lot to talk about. Yesterday we continued the conversation with Ivan Tumi's death, and I think today that it is you know, in line with basically what we're going to be talking about. That's actually a good thing. So we'd like to say welcome. We have a lot to talk about, and however will you join us, welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9 FM.
Okay, so basically, there are plenty of things happening. Plenty things happening in the country,
Mhm.
and we're going to talk about them, Alexa. So, Ivan today, we're told. I wish you could put out Yega Koluga's page. I want us to be mentioning
Yeah.
what he kept writing during the course of the past days. But it is very, very concerning. It is very, very worrisome. The and I'm told Senator Nathaniel Fallow McGill, the senator of Margibi County, also wrote a particular piece on his social media page, wanting an investigation to be conducted in the passing of Mr. Alvin Tume. May his soul rest in peace. And for the rest of the conversation, let it be noted that we're hoping that his family will take solace in the Lord, and may our good God continuing to console them during the time of bereavement as we seek justice where necessary, where applicable, especially with a lot of controversial issues surrounding his passing. Um, this is our country. The last time, why let's try to search for Yeka Koluba's official page. It is Honorable Yeka Koluba TV.
There's a new one, right?
Yeah, Honorable Yeka Koluba TV. Why Alexa is searching for it? Um, these cases of mysterious deaths should involve the rest of the country. The entire Republic of Liberia should be concerned. The last time I checked, the former manager of Boulevard Palace Hotel, the South African man, died in this country. It was reported that he consumed some chemicals, whether he consumed it or it was forced down his throat. There was some flimsy report that went around that we still need clarity on. But again, that is not a good thing for our country. The folks connected to that man, some of them still have reservation over the former manner in which that matter was brought to a closure. We continue to seek answers for what happened to that South African manager who was at Boulevard Palace. More to that, more to this situation. Um, a soldier, do you have it?
I'm still
A soldier of the armed forces of Liberia,
okay.
a soldier of the armed forces of Liberia, Sir Harris, a soldier of the armed forces of Liberia, Sir Harris. Today, the military started recruiting people to go join the army. But a Liberian who joined the army ever since Sir Harris went missing from the military hospital in November of 2024. Sir Harris went missing. If you just listen to the information, get it today. If you just hear it there, listen today. Since 2024, November of 2024, we are in June of 2026. November 2025 made it 1 year. November 2026, this year will make it 2 years. We are just 5 months. 5 months different to make it 2 years since Sir Harris, a sergeant of the armed forces of Nigeria, went missing. To today's date, we do not know where his body is. Whether he's alive, whether he died, we do not know. His mother, his sisters, his brothers, been to the radio station. We interviewed them 2 different times. The chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia, Davison Fuller, Colonel Davison Fuller, was on the radio station. We had the telephone. I interviewed him. Alexa and I were here. We interviewed him. He provided his own account. It wasn't adding up though, because there were claims from the family that some of the things he was saying were things that were contradictory. They were not adding up. But that was his response. We had him on the radio. He said what he had to say. Up to this time, Sir Harris is yet to be seen. We cannot find him. We don't know where he is. A soldier man. A man who decided to join the armed forces of Liberia to defend the territorial integrity of our country from external and internal threats. Went missing from the 14 military hospital to this date. We do not know where Sir Harris is. We're hoping his family will have a closure, a very wonderful closure to this matter. The family wrote, "Your brother Father Harris, Alexa came here. Alexa, and I interviewed Father Harris. Father said he wrote almost everybody in this country, including the president, the vice president, everybody. He wrote them. The Minister of Defense, everybody. He wrote them. Till today's date, Sir Harris cannot be seen. Up to our knowledge, we have seen nothing or heard of nothing about Sir being discovered, whether alive or dead. Before the Sir Harris situation, Officer Bobby Mande, the late Officer Bobby Mande of the Armed Forces of Liberia, was discovered dead from a particular high up point where he was serving as a watch guard for the barracks. It was reported that he shot himself, some say 8 times in the head. And I'm asking, how many times somebody will shoot for them to die? 8 times. The late Bobby Monday. Alexa and I play the voices of his family members who were agitating that they didn't trust the report that was submitted by the army that their brother killed himself.
It was not of that nature at all.
They said Bobby Monday did not shoot himself. Some say 8 times. The family refuted reports that their brother, their son, their cousin, their uncle shot himself. Some say 8 times in the head. They didn't believe it. They are on record. The videos are available. We can fetch the video. We can search for the videos and we'll get it. We can go on naming. A young boy who reportedly saw people killing another person in Lofa County. And because those he saw killing him, those he saw killing other person were after his life, what did he do, Alexa? He ran to the police station
Refuge.
for refuge. And somewhere, somehow, what did we see? The next day, they say the boy who went to the police station for rescue was discovered in the cell at the police station with rope around his neck. They say he killed himself. How come man who saw people killing somebody go report himself to the police station for safety because people were after his life, and in no time he was discovered hanging on a rope in the police station. Thankfully, an autopsy report came and said it was not a situation of suicide, it was an issue of murder. Were the culprits arrested? Are the folks at the police station in the custody of the law? Are they facing the full weight of the law? These are mysterious cases of deaths, disappearances under this government that we are investigating, that we are talking about, that we are still talking about till today's date. And those of you who are from Lofa County, you will understand there was a moment Lofa County wanted to go and celebrate the trophy.
Guys blocked the road.
The 2024 trophy. Because Rewaji won the 2023, 2024 trophy. So the 2024-2025 trophy, Lofa won. Lofa County intended to have gone to Lofa to celebrate the trophy because of this boy's situation who was discovered dead and the rest of the other mysterious deaths and ritualistic killings in Lofa County. Lofa County could not celebrate or come. At that time, they had to postpone it because the roads were blocked. You guys just hit us at the radio station for that because everything we say, we give you raw evidence. To today's date, there is no record to show that those who were in charge of the police station where that boy was discovered hanging on a rope and an autopsy report came up. A Ministry of Justice sanctioned autopsy report came up and indicated that boy did not kill himself. He was murdered. The head of the police station, who is the commander, do not know where he is. Those who are on ship, we do not know where they are. But he died in the police station. But there are no culprits behind bars for that situation. This is appalling. No, I'm not too sure Joe Biden promised this when he was campaigning in 2023 to rescue the country. Mysterious death, disappearances of people. And today, let's just put out the whole profile. Representative Yeri Koliwa alleged that Mr. Alvin Tumil, may his soul rest in peace, was the custom broker for the yellow machines that they are bringing in this country. By the way, let's take you back to what the yellow machine is all about. Initially, when the yellow machine story came up, the guys in government said the yellow machine would have cost us around $85 million. $85 million. So kind of nonsense in millions, but you were above 50 million. Liberians had the raise concern because people can go China. So other Liberians who are knowledgeable about the Asian market, especially in the machinery industry, said this was unrealistic. It was now a good deal. And so as a result of public pressure, the government succumbed, deviated from their initial plan to steal Perhaps to modify it from a different perspective. It kept delaying from 85 million plus. It came up to $22 million
Absolutely right.
after Jeremiah Cohen had returned from China and everything for the assessment, whatever tour. It has been reported that this man who passed off was the custom broker for these selling machines. Yaka Koliba posted several pictures of this man and the vice president being together with too many allegations from Representative Yaka Koliba. I am calling him Representative Yaka Koliba because the Supreme Court is still looking into his matter. Until the Supreme Court can adjudicate the matter to the end, until all other issues can happen, or until the House of Representatives can notify the National Elections Commission of a vacancy at the House of Representatives, Yaka is still the lawmaker. The law says when you are expelled, you are removed for cause of death or incapacitated, you die or you LGZ in 30 days, the House should notify the National Elections Commission of that vacancy. It has been over 2 months. And so until the House can notify NEC, Yaka is still the representative of district number 10. So Representative Koliba, from the day of the situation, has been reporting a lot of issues. Alexa will read some of it. So Alexa, please go, read multiple.
Wow.
From the first one. Alexa will read from the first one.
This is the first
2 days ago.
Yeah.
What she's reading is from Yaka Koliba.
Yeah, he posted this.
We are reading and quoting what Representative Yaka Koliba posted. This is a lawmaker. Until otherwise, this is the District representative. Go ahead.
So Honorable Koliba said, tension is reportedly rising over the controversial yellow machine deal as shocking allegations continue to emerge from inside sources. According to information reaching me, the customs broker who was reportedly in charge of the 285 earth-moving machines and allegedly threatened to expose details surrounding their release has been killed under mysterious circumstances.
So Yaka is alleging that this man was killed.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
Go ahead.
He says sources claim that before his death, the custom officer had been demanding US $400,000 from government officials since last Monday.
Yaka got properties in Liberia. Yaka is a Liberian. Yaka is a lawmaker. Okay, assuming Yaka is now a lawmaker. Yaka is a former lawmaker. If Yaka dies today, God forbid, his body will be taken to the capital. It will be laid in state. For what? For state courtesy. He is entitled to it. He's a statesman. Whether we like it or not, any I mean, Yaka will carry their body, okay, building, they'll open it. He's now a small man. He is saying this man was killed. Why was he killed? Because he was demanding 400,000. The authorities should be inviting Yaka. This is an allegation. For somebody to accuse the government of having a hand in another person's death and provided potential reason for that execution. Nobody must say the government is tolerant. You know, I mean, the government is exercising tolerance, rather. Nobody should say the government is tolerant. That the government is now making move to invite Yaka for questioning, wherever he is. I'm not going to say that's complacency. If it continues, I would say that's silent admittance of guilt. Yaka is alive. He's a Liberian. Questioning. And every time Yaka speaks, he will always say he has evidence. He will always challenge the authorities to call him. Go ahead. I'm going to read.
It is further alleged that he threatened to release sensitive information to the Liberian people if his demands were not met.
Okay.
Up to now, the government has not officially responded to these serious allegations.
And Yaka is also saying the government response. So go to the other
So this
one.
one is the same
2 days
2 days
ago.
ago. Yeke posted, he said, I just received information alleging that Vice President Jeremiah Cole and the late Avan Tumbe were business partners with direct ties to Netec and several other businesses, including the 285 Earth Movie Equipment.
Okay. Okay.
What really went wrong? That's the question he's asking.
Okay.
There's another one 2 days ago. He said, how come? That's a question. Who killed Mr. Tumbe? We already got the facts. We will review tomorrow. Keep posted.
So Yeke said got the facts. Why can't you call him for questioning?
This one again is 2 days ago, and he continued. Who killed Avan Tumbe? A disturbing pattern is beginning to raise serious concerns. Information reaching us suggests that pesticides may have been used. Oh, this is also one of the allegations. Pesticides may have been used in the case of Mr. Avan Tumbe, a dangerous form of poisoning known to cause delayed symptoms, sometimes taking hours or even days before the victim's condition becomes critical. Medical experts have long warned that certain pesticides can silently damage the body before the effects fully appear.
Okay.
Many Liberians are now questioning whether this same mysterious pardon could be connected to the deaths of Senator Prince Johnson and Solomon George. While only a proper investigation can establish the facts, these troubling similarities are raising public concern and deserve serious attention.
Okay.
Our team is closely monitoring developments and blah, 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 blah. That's 2 days ago. 2 days ago again, he said, don't call me to explain your side of the story. It seems like he's receiving tons of calls from different individuals.
So according to Yeke, people are calling him.
A lot of people.
People are calling to explain and say, "Oh, my man, you know, I'm doing what I do, or
Yeah.
you know, I can't get that mail. I'm with my friend. Oh, Yeke, why are you talking to that? I get it. You know, so Yeke is saying, don't call him.
Go and tell
Go
the side to the police.
and
That's
tell the
just what
police
he
the
said.
side of the story.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead.
And if you call me again, I will expose you and your number.
So
We're
Yeke
calling
call
for a full-scale investigation. You can't keep killing our people.
So Yeke is alleging and telling people that somebody is calling him to explain, my man, you know, I think you're talking, and I'm involved, and I know I think you're talking this and that. Somebody call him to clear his side, and he said, the person call him again, or he's trying to
He said he will expose the person.
you will expose the person and the person number.
So
This is the whole situation. I ain't gonna say further because we got other topics, and perhaps we'll take calls on it quickly, Alexa.
yeah,
You guys dealt with it yesterday sufficiently,
I still get a little
so
piece
yeah,
of that.
let me enjoy myself on it small.
I will not hear money. You enjoy yourself.
Look,
bro.
let me say this for our people and let it be very clear. I am not taking Yeke's allegation for a face value, meaning I'm not going to say all the things Yeke thought are true. For me to do that, it means I didn't go to school. It means this radio station is not professional. It means Alexa and we're not professional people. On the contrary, we are one of the best, you know, brains. Like we are some of the best brains Liberia can boast
Of
of.
we are with two.
Whether you like it or not, we are some of the best brains this country can ever boast of.
We know who we are.
Very professional people. We are not going to sit here and say all the things why you get taught that true. No, to do that is a disservice to our education and our professional, connection. Beyond that, why I am not going to jump into conclusion in believing all of what Yeke said, I still think the government should move further in initiating a full-scale investigation, if need be, and autopsy be conducted. Whenever, like we say in Liberia, that there is no smoke without fire. For smoke to happen, there should be a spark of fire. So why we may now want to consider Yeke to be the law here, or to be the final decision maker in this situation, or to say his accounts, are credible or not. Let the government prove Yeke wrong. Let the government take up this matter very seriously. I just listed a couple of other incidents that occur in this country that the government overlooked and the government did not do a lot in addressing. We mentioned the kid who was discovered dead in a police station in Lofa. There was a police station in Fiamma. Another kid was discovered. Another young guy was discovered, dead in the police station as well. The Bobby Mande situation where they say he shot himself, some say 8 times in the head. The AFS soldier Saharis who went missing since November of 2024. The South African manager who died at the Boulevard Hotel, up to now we do not know. There is no here, no take. Do I need to mention, the police recent investigation with Sam Jassy and his wife? Where are we at the moment? What is the status? The government will have to be very serious about bringing closure to these cases, especially when critical questions are being asked. Not only is Yeke asking this question, Senator Nathaniel McGill of Margibi County on his official page, I'm told he wrote something there. Perhaps Alexa will grab it.
Yeah.
Senator McGill also wrote something about the same Mr. Alvin, Tume. The same situation. The government must move. Oh, do you know that some people say AFL man got missing since November 2024? You know that today some people hearing about it? Oh yeah, the brother with Lacy Scott in the studio, the business rather. 2 different times they came here. The AFL chief of staff, we hosted him here.
He called us.
He called us. We hosted him on the line.
Yeah.
Till today's date, that AFL boy who went missing, we don't know anything about him. Have you heard the governor of Liberia have a press conference to mention this topic about AFL men going missing? Look, this is not just ordinary man. This is an individual who is a flag bearer. You got a flag on your arm. Trained to defend the country with guns. This is the man who we refer to as a first-class citizen in Liberia. We refer to the AFL soldiers as first-class citizens. Imagine an AFL soldier went missing since November of 2024 up to this day, June 3, 2026. The AFL soldier is yet to be seen. And that's how the last time an American fighter jet was brought down in Iran. The pilots were automatically, evacuated from the plane. They were ejected. The fighter jet got a system where when you're exploding, when you're about to crash, the pilot seat can automatically eject. You'll wake up. The plane will go in, point on one side, then the pilot, with the help of the parachute and new technology, they will manage and land in another safe place. I hope they will bring that technology to passenger plane. So that when we fly, anything happen, or Jabby Hinking, we can't land safely. If I land in the river, no issue. But the point is, America took enough of their men, their fighter jets, additional fighter jets. They send thousands of their troops. Hundreds of their troops to find that one soldier. That one soldier who was evacuated automatically from the fighter jet, who got ejected from the jet. They spent millions of dollars to find that one man. Okay, I'm comparing with America. That doesn't make sense because we're not the same people. I agree. I concede to that one. The last time I just went to South Africa for the citizens who are victims of the xenophobic attack. Ghana sent airplane, Ethiopian Airlines, to go and bring those people to Ghana. The most immediate victims. Mm-hmm. A country that is concerned about the survivability of the citizens and the protection of the citizens will institute measures. The fact that this government They not even have one press conference to announce that an army personnel is missing. It's a serious alarm. It's a serious red flag. Why would the government not announce that since November 2024 that an AFL officer went missing, and today you found people laying down in the ring of the BDC barrack fighting to join the army? Do they even know that AFL men got missing before since November 2024? They're not seeing yet. Do they even know? If the man who has represented this country on multiple fronts, serving in Mali, as I'm told, on peacekeeping mission, was being deployed in Liberia at the park, different places. If he can go missing, you are not concerned about it. Then you say you're recruiting new people to play in the army. What message are you sending to the new recruits? That someday something will happen to them and nobody will care for them. That someday they could go missing and their country will have no reason to even announce that they are missing. The government is yet to announce that they bought.
And why you're saying that, right? The chief of staff, he said they had different announcements
And radio station,
multiple radio
the
stations.
bottomless in the line.
And family members said no, there was not any, with the exception of what the family, did on their own.
Yeah. There was nothing. The family said the government did not put no announcement on the radio as opposed to what the chief of staff said.
Yeah.
Now, what message are they sending to the new recruits of the armed forces of Liberia that they're trying to enroll into the army? What message are they sending to the guys? Oh, that y'all can't do, but there will be time where y'all will lost for the barrier and will not do nothing about it. A serious matter government should be having a press conference with the chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia, the Minister of National Defense, the Chairman of National Security, of the House of Representatives and the House of Senate, and the National Security Advisor to the President. They all should be in that meeting. You know why? A soldier of the armed forces of Liberia is equipped with national security information. He was trained. He was given the map of Liberia. An infantry soldier in this country should have an understanding in reading the map of our country, in knowing where we have our different barracks, in knowing where ammunition have been stored at the different barracks. A soldier is equipped with all of the information. That a soldier is missing, going close to 2 years, and the government is yet to issue a serious press statement or have a press conference to announce it. Do they know the security implication? Why if that soldier man is being held by a rival country
Funny thing is, we don't even know.
to keep extracting sensitive national security intelligence for him? I mean, the BDC, what they can keep it going there. I mean, you to Shevlin barrier, what they can put RPG. What part of the barrier against you? Do they even know that people could be asking looking at questions? So you are not treating it with that urgency. And that's the same thing we're saying. In as much as we do not want to see Yega Koluba as a law and gospel in this whole situation regarding Mr. Alvin Tumis, death and the allegations, therefore, we are equally saying let the government be serious enough to responsibly handle the situation. And I'm going to close on this note so that Elisa will come in and we'll take a few calls and jump to the other two topics. Now, let me say this. I'm not going to be one of those foolish politicians that we have been having in this country, especially the opposition leaders that existed between 2018 to 2023. Most of them were irrational. A lot of them, they were unreasonable. They had no country first. They could not put the country first. So every nonsense allegation that they had to submit, they will submit it. Regardless of whether that allegation was tearing the country apart, it was damaging the country's international image, they didn't care. I'm not going to be like one of those people. I ain't desperate for any of my political allies to come to power. I believe in a stable Liberia. I believe that if this country is on a right trajectory, all of us will enjoy. I don't have to tear the country down to survive. I don't have to do so. But let's put it on the other end. A unity party would have been in the opposition community. All of these things we just listed. So yeah, man, shooting is 8 times in the heat. If people say Allah. Somebody see people killing another person in Lofa. The man run to police station for them to save him. After a few days, they go to the police station and say the man hang his head. Just a military report came out and said the autopsy said a lot of men hang his head, they kill him. But former manager, I don't know, Costa Soda or what he chemical, the following him up. He passed off mysteriously. Today, an allegation of a man who is the custom broker for the government yellow machine project. The same day yellow machine arriving in the country, the same Sunday he passed off. And you have prominent citizens in the country attributing his death to some sinister and unconfirmed allegation and different stuff. In the midst of these controversial instances, what would the Unity Party have done if they were the ones in opposition? They would have ran all out against the government in power. The guys in power today would have outrightly accused the Liberian government of killing those people. Same way they accused President Weah of killing 3 missing boys. Until Gregory Coleman himself had to investigate and find out the truth that no 3 boys were missing and killed. They got drowned in the water. Unfortunately, they could not find 2 of the bodies, but the body that was discovered, one single skin was not extracted from the body. Everything was correct. Gregory Cuomo, the current police director appointed by Joe Barker, has that record. We got a video here. I don't want to waste your time to be playing it. Maybe when we're taking break, we'll play it. The current guys in power, if they were in opposition, they would have forgotten about the future of this country. They would have outrightly accused the government of instituting those killings. Should we now say you are the ones killing the people who we have arrested? Bobby Mande reportedly shot himself, some say 8 times in the head. Would it be fair if the people of Liberia say that they commit killing the people? I know Mansisi will say so because she's heard about what the guys in power did. I know other people will say so. And they will be right to say what they're saying because that's how you set the standard. As the standard these guys set forth. So before you open your mouth to call Yaka Koluman and say, oh, the nonsense Yaka talking this and that, the guys you are defending in power today, they say worse than what Yaka is saying. So you know how do we solve that problem? Is to ignore what anybody's saying and go and find the truth. Because the government is responsible to find the truth and to find justice. Investigate the circumstances surrounding the death of Mr. Tume. His family deserves to know. His children deserve to know. Go and investigate. We need to know exactly what has transpired. Or some say he fell off in the church. Yeah. We are often told and taught not to look where we fall, but to look where we slip. Oh, you just might we're going for that. there are reasons associated with it. It's not possible for somebody we're going further. Something should be, there should be an underlying cause. So the government should establish that. Is that underlying cause a health-related issue naturally? Is that underlying cause a health manipulation from whoever? We do not know. But there should be an inclusive investigation done. Very comprehensive, as a matter of fact. And so, yes, we can do all of the politics. We can do all of the different conversation. But this government that promised that this country would have been peaceful, that mysterious deaths would have disappeared, that ritualistic killings would have disappeared, and the government could not protect a witness of ritualistic killing in Lofa. That witness had to become a victim. We are demanding that this government, if there is any ounce of compassion left in this government, we want them to use that 1 ounce to investigate this matter. Let's know what is the status of the of the whole investigation. Let us know what led to the death of Mr. Tume. We're here, Alexa. We'll go to the lines quickly. We'll come back. We'll talk capital building, politics.
I just have a few minutes because this conversation that we start today, So it is just like we're continuing. So yesterday, we had a whole long conversation, and I was basically saying the folks today who are saying people are mocking the dead, they're being hypocritical because you ask the question, if this were, members of the opposition at the time, if Unity Party were in opposition, right, what exactly were they going to do? I think you already know the answers to that because you had a lot of narratives when we had George Weah as president, and all of them tied all the different devs, the tact, those devs, mysterious, ritualistic, and everything else. They used the different adjectives just to describe what happened, and they tied all those things to George Weah as the president, and some of his officials. And it was never about, oh, this is just an allegation. Up to today, as I said yesterday, you still have former government officials all over there still living with the stigma of being people who killed innocent citizens in this country for the jobs, and they were wicked, they were cruel, and all those different things. Today, the table has turned. The table has turned, and you are in power. And you have an opposition community. You have, independent individuals who do not care about politics. You have people who are very critical as well. They want to know if this country is progressing or retrogressing. They're asking the hard questions. You're keeping your government's feet to the fire. And you're branding those people as people who are insensitive because they're asking the same questions, or rather, they're being calm in asking the questions. They're not outrightly just pointing fingers. Yeke Kolba had said a whole lot. And like the situation about the border, Yeke Kolba said a lot. And one of the recommendations we made here was call this man, listen to him, because according to him, he has sources who are, giving him these pieces of information. Call this man, listen to him, listen to what he has to say, and maybe you're going to see things from a different perspective. But that was taken out of proportion. Hence, Yege Koruba is in the situation he is in. That's another story for another day. Now to this entire thing about the, Avin Tumbe's connection to the yellow machines and his sudden death and all those different things. Yege Koruba is again a legend. This is not a small allegation, by the way. He is a legend that it had something to do with key officials. And one of the people you have in different pictures, you have the vice president, our current vice president Jeremiah Cole, is in different images with this guy who just died. And Yeke Kolba is saying he has evidence. Again, he has sources reaching out to him saying the man died no more death. In fact, the poison the man with pesticides. If this doesn't get your attention to speedily investigate independently as to what happened to him and how everything played out, it means you're not doing yourself justice, because your vice president, our vice president, his name is in this. It is alleged, and you have Yeke Kolba making all these allegations. So to be able to clear your name, to be able to clear your government's name, investigate. It is not a bad thing to investigate. The same energy you use to investigate, Samuel Jackson's wife's death, even though we're still waiting for a new update, with regard to the autopsy report, you could use that same energy to investigate this. It doesn't hurt anybody. It doesn't take away your name. It doesn't take away the fact that you are the government of the day. It's just to make sure that you clear the allegations. It is that simple. Also, in as much as we as saying we're not going to play the games you play to say, oh yeah, the person that like UK, the person, we're not going to do that. You still cannot control everybody. You're going to have citizens to point fingers without saying allegedly. You're going to have a lot of these things happening. For me, I'm not going to tell them, do not say this, do not do this. They're free to do what they want to do because yesterday it was not a problem. Since it was done yesterday, it could be done today. And that's the same thing that's happening with citizens questioning and pointing fingers at different individuals. So it is not a problem. If it becomes a problem for people to ask or call for an investigation, it means something is wrong somewhere. You have the Inspector General of Police, he is here. He has the energy to make it be mashing when sun shining when rain falling. So he definitely has the energy. He used that same energy in the Capitol building, Saka, the fire thing. We have continuously called for impartial investigation over and over again when the situation happened in Lo-Fi County, even though that guy was a whistleblower. He should have been protected, by the way, because he was a witness to something that happened. Not something easy, something as serious as a murder case. What happens at the end of the day, you said he hung himself and he used probably one of the shirts he had and all the different things. We talked about that again. And what actually breaks my heart so much so is the soldier. Imagine a person who gave his life to protect this country went missing. And at that point in time, when we hosted some members of his family, you could listen to the pain. You could listen to the different emotions. They were very hurt. And I'm sure they are. They still are. They have not gotten any answers. They don't know where their brother is. They don't know where their son is. And they said a whole lot. We did not see the same energy being used to look for that man who had given his life, who had committed himself to serving this country in the armed forces of Liberia. Today, we don't know where he is, whether he's still alive or not. We don't know anything. And the chief of staff called us. He said a whole lot. He made some little, comments that were not even appropriate, talking about the maze of let liquor be matching. Now he won't be focusing on. Somebody say, oh, our brother missing you, not playing air. You call to clear the air. Then you say all that other thing. But I don't know conversation again for another day. At the end of the day, what we are saying, it is important. And just on that note, I would like to read what Senator McGill wrote. Quickly, I'd like to read this and then we'll move to the next conversation. So this is just going to end everything we're saying. 2 days ago, Honorable Nathaniel F. McGill posted. He said, I extend my deepest condolences to the grieving family of Mr. Evan Tumbe over his sudden death. Given the different narratives and controversial issues surrounding his death, it is both prudent and important that the government conduct a thorough and impartial investigation to establish the facts and provide clarity to the public. So I'm also saying we're calling on the governments of President Joseph Joubert Boakai, Jeremiah Kong, to investigate impartially, independently. We want to know what happened. If nothing happened to you, bam, that's a plus. But there are different views, and the views are controversial. So do yourself a favor as the government of the Republic of Liberia, because this man was tied and connected to the air movie equipment you're bringing the country, 285 yellow machines. He was connected, and according to Yeke Koluba, he demanded 400,000 US dollars, and he said if that amount was not given him, he was going to come public with some sensitive documents or whatever. please investigate. The vice president, is being accused to some extent because people are now pointing fingers. Clear our vice president's name and clear the government of Liberia's name.
Mhm.
Seriously,
Okay, and that's going to mean justice for the very vice president himself
yeah,
because he needs it.
it needs it.
You cannot have the vice president being implicated in all of these kind of conversations. No, it will not be good.
No,
It won't be good at all, at all, at all. And so yeah, so let's go to the lines and just take few calls on this one. Okay. Okay, let's go and take few calls on this one. Few calls on it. Before we jump to the other topics that will be handling very shortly. So the calls will be ending. The calls will be ended by 5:20. 5:20. The calls will be ending. 5:20 will be done with the calls. So call us 086 500 104. The issue of Mr. Alvin Moba, we are concerned.
Tumbe.
Alvin Tumbe, sorry. We're concerned about it. Several individuals are raising concern, and all we are asking is for the government to initiate an investigation, if possible,
And that one will not kill
to
nobody.
determine. No, it will not kill anybody.
No, it wouldn't.
Initiate. Talk to the family. Let the family be able to collaborate
Talk to people
with
he,
you.
he, he talked to.
Yep, and let's have a whole conversation on all of those issues. Let's talk to the first person from the diaspora. Go ahead. Good evening. Let's hear you. What's your name?
Good morning. How are you? Okay, how Alessa?
Mhm.
But let me say something to you. When Jehu Verda accused Farid Tere and Jefferson Kochi, they called him for investigation. If you listen to your president, what he said there will be strange things happening in the country. When they asked him concerning Yeke, what he said there are a lot of strange things going on. That's the strange thing you guys looking at right now. So when Yeke, and they're accusing Yeke calling names. He calling names. And when Jerome Verda in America called Farid Tere and Jefferson Kochi name, they were called police calling for investigation. What
Mhm.
about now?
Mhm. That's what we're
What about
asking.
now?
That's what we're asking for the government to call.
Yes, he listened to the president. He listened to the president what he said. He said strange things going to be happening. Those are the strange things that are happening right now. So let me call people for investigation.
Thank
I
you.
think it's important. You guys calling in.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Let's leave you right there and talk to another person from the diaspora. Go ahead, sir. Let's hear you.
Hello, okay.
How are you, sir? Let's hear you quick with no time.
Yeah, thank you, okay. This is Lucien calling from the USA.
Lucini, let's
Yeah,
hear
okay,
you.
thank you. The problem here about our country, Liberia, is that we, the citizen, more often we downplay issues. Okay. You see, the pattern of innocent people dying in Liberia have become a culture. A culture in the sense that most of our officials, more often they know some of these unwanted deaths that are happening to Liberian citizens, but because we, the citizens, we're not really taking these situations seriously. Most often, the family members, because this is not just today's thing. Like you guys said, the past government was accused of killing all those people that were dying in Liberia. Today, those same people that were accused in the past government, they are in power.
Mhm.
Now prosecuted nobody, now put anyone in prison, and the citizens or the family members of those individuals who killed, it just go undone. And then we all just sit back and just let it slide. Because today is that next person. Tomorrow it could be me. It could be my sister. It could be my cousin. Like I said, for me, I will not be in Liberia. And my family member will just die like that and I'll just let it go free. Because this has to stop, okay? People think that because you're in government, you hit your own cousin or you hit your own brother, and sometimes you even go out and pay somebody else to take another person's life. And because we, the people, the family members of them, we just let it slide. We don't take no action. Government don't take action. Citizens don't take action. So it becomes a pattern. And if we don't stand up and rise up to the occasion and be able to hold our government to be able to give us results, this will continue to happen until we rise up to the occasion. Thank you, KOK, for the time.
Okay, thank you very much, Lucini Vane from the US. Let's come to Liberia and take few of the calls here while we still have roughly 10 minutes to take calls. This person, hello, how are you? How are you doing?
Yeah, come on, KOK. I like that. I the concern that happened that they are putting for
Go ahead.
That's what you that day. He was down the first and never for here now. Yeah. I mean, you were in sense of discipline. But you're not right at the time. But when you say it's for it, no.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you said.
Yeah. The chief of staff said they may be drinking liquor. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's wrong. Yeah, thank you. That's the kind of problem we have.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. Let's talk to another person on the line. Go ahead, more and more callers trooping in their ways to make their input. This person. Hello, how are you? How you doing?
Yeah, how are you? You okay? This is NFPK. I'm calling from
Go ahead. Go ahead, David.
Okay, I just want to give my own form of discussion based on what you guys are discussing. You see, the Unity Party government, they use the table of lines to gain power. And the same thing they had behind right here during the George administration, lying on Georgia, the men killed, the missing boys, and a lot of cases were going on. It was Georgia who was doing this country. You see, this is why the calamities, the evil, will continue to strive on every line. Will continue to strive because you cannot use lies. You cannot use lies to tear down another man, the government down that kills each other peacefully. You cannot use that. They say do unto honor as you expect them to do unto you. You cannot use lies. You see, you cannot use lies. There are lots of calamities in the business country at the end of the day. Today we are now facing the problem. So I just want to give my own intake concerning what we are discussing. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Bravo. We leave you. We come back to this person. Where are you joining us from? Go ahead. Let's hear you. Good evening. Go ahead, William W. Wu. Let's hear you quickly.
Thank you, official president of the President movement.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about Washington kind of power. Because they want power in the official nothing. They protect the people, what is going on, protect the people kind. We are all vulnerable. They imagine we fuck that children. We just got the image of time. And when I want to protect the people, people go all. We got to all system. When this government is helping you, we say they will protect it. We can't do that in the government. But can't get one with education. People don't it. Once you walk in like that, because they say somebody is saying wrong for you, do that wrong. Doing the legal thing. We bring a traffic collect control and traffic, and we need education. And you will say, I don't know what you get there. For the passport, for 3 years ago, it was wrong, it's not doing it. How do you call it? You can't have it done, and you want to talk about it, and it's wrong. You can't do that with the public. So, we get the time, we get the accountability. I didn't have a design, we get what they're doing it. And then forget to put a few we need accountability for them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, William Wu. We'll leave you right there. We'll talk to the other person. Go ahead. Let's hear you. 1 minute.
Okay, I come here.
Let's hear you quickly. Hello, how are you? Quickly, let's hear you. No time.
Yeah, this is Alan getting off the
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you to Alasa.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, if people want for us to be thinking that we have to think, if people don't thought that when they can, they will, when they can, so after we're not thinking their country, when they can, nobody will die. How come people are dying today? Honor them for the 8 years experienced president. He call himself for the 8 years. For the 8 year experienced leader. How come somebody dying? They promised us that when they come, everything will be very important. They promised us nobody would know. Everybody will not be on the street. But today, everybody all war. Anyway, you call it. The people during the time they were in opposition, anybody that died today, they will say that Nigeria. Christians are down on the street, they say Nigeria. Local down, they say Nigeria. So, the particular men that die, we need independent investigator. We don't need an investigator from the government.
Okay.
Because, we need independent investigator.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We leave you right there. We leave you. Let's talk to the other person. Hello, how are you? Man CC, go ahead.
Mr. Hassel, I'm getting an Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
I started by saying the 3 missing boys go missing in this country that want to work for somebody and it's like we are still the case, right?
Oh yeah.
and they for questioning today, they're passing around, but when they came to power, their own man opened the book on life and said, no, we put down, family death. You can't say that it's okay. Today, that man Jackson went down when he was not home. He went down at home. When I went in there, we should get it from a movie against the man. He went to jail for 2-3 days and they put him outside. Today we are hearing in the corridor that Richard number and no Richard talking about food and when your brother you call your brother and when he leave the water man more Ali the Mauritania Peking that in the net. When they bring machine to the country and he get down kind of way.
We do not know that for a fact.
Yeah, we now ask you a question now. You call Valentine was there, you put your answer your question. You now only put to their own session. What happened to them? And the other man who went down on his arm in the bedroom to relax. You're not going for questioning yet. But you can't ask it for question and you want to jail, you want to stop it. They got to say his bomb to get out. So the country is selected in the country. What's going on? They cannot get down on Broad Street. They said that we are killed there. Because they were only trying to kill there today. You cannot prove it a nice job. So if you value the job, where it went, that's right. The police say you're going to do everything possible to bring up to question it. They're going to kill it to the place and George that you know what did it. So therefore, for that case, so they stay here around. You say you get everything, you get all the, I don't know how the client said, you get everything. It's awesome. So they can't say anything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What if a question will need answer? Everybody answer for food. You want to have me who die from West Point. You can't pull me. Come on, I ain't having. Instead of that man say I ate for the last food I ate for food, I ate a food. He must say to you will die, I for you must die, they are for food. And who said and met that yes indeed, the my present man is. But I did the man said it. But I'm calling for questioning. That's what he's putting the man, put the man in that. Today he's passing it. I'm feeling. But I was sitting there, be a man.
Okay.
I say, oh, you get it.
Thank you.
So that woman at that one, bro, she was down in the town with that man. When I tell them, no one get a person that he found now. What's going on? But that man too, we say, hey, woman, right, and get a job. So you believe in the job when the woman are done.
Okay.
So what we not a season that God can forget us. And what happened today? We're going to forget and never anymore. Before they kill them, put them country, and today they are passing around feeding. That is happening today. But I'm going to see this year, all the money, opposition, and I feel it on there, they'll go after you. But when they catch the opposite, they play low.
Thank you.
Go for you. I was born was raped here today. 14-year-old child, they're not born today. What are they living? We don't know. They said, now they fall do it. Our portrait is solving for rape cases. What did I know about? Because they get money. Thank you.
Thank you very much, man. Sissy, we'll leave you right there. Let's take 2 more calls, then we call it a day on this topic. Then we jump to the next topic, the next 2 topics, then we go home. This person, go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
Good evening to OK and good evening to Elisa.
Quickly, no time.
Yeah, my name is Musa G. Brown. But I want to ask this question, OK. Why is it that anybody that is very close to our first president, Jeremiah Quinn, will die?
Why are you asking that
Solomon
question?
George. Because Solomon George, in fact, Solomon George wrote a text message. Becky, Jeremiah Quinn, can I talk to you for the last time? Jeremiah Quinn did not respond. Die. The business partner, this guy, to me, die. Prince Johnson, die. Why is it that anybody that is associated very close to Jeremiah Quinn, die?
Maybe the
And
coincidence.
they're not investigating this man.
Maybe it's coincidental. You cannot,
No, it's not. Okay, look, let me tell you something. Look, when you see Jeremiah Quinn, you see wickedness. I'll tell you.
a
Look,
perception.
let me tell you something.
A, perce-
Anybody that interact with Jeremiah Quinn,
a perception.
look, it's not. Look, yeah, it could be what we say perception, but I'll tell you what. Okay. Everybody that is in business with Jeremiah Quinn, you come that is very close, that want to get powerful, look, are dying by the daily basis. Look, let me tell you something, okay? Our country is getting bad off. And the reason why it's getting bad off because these very people that are in power, remember, I used to call on Freedom FM. And they say very Freedom FM, okay. And I said that people that were killing the people, citizens and dropping them in the street and sending Jean Good Day Flomo there were the very people that come into power. People didn't believe it. Now, the people are show face. People are not dying by the day. People are not dying by the day. And you see, okay, this is bad for our country. This is not under this government. We are seeing that rape cases, like Masisi said, rape cases have become a DNA case. When a common man rape, they send you straight to jail. But when the minister rape, they say DNA. What country is this? Oh no, a Gregory Coleman. Oh no, a Joseph Bowakai. Oh no, a Jeremiah Tankung.
Okay, thank you.
Where are we going with this? Thank you. God bless you, man.
Thank you very much. We leave you. We take the last caller from Negro Town. Let's hear you, ma'am. Go ahead. 1 minute.
This is my recording from St. Paul's Bridge.
Okay, St. Paul Bridge. Let's hear you, ma'am.
Hello. You know, sometimes when I look at it here, it can make me to feel that kind of way. What kind of life we live in our own country this time? Now that the people were killing the people. And now we realizing everything. Look at the other girl with the pastor daughter beat somewhere and they like the fence. Yeah? They started talking all kinds of things in a place that they said that Varisere and all this and that. The people went to court. Why these people can't go to court when they call them? What they wanted to do, that what they say they want to take their country? So that what they're telling us? So fear in us, man. What you're moving around, what's that moving around, we scary. So that we're not in our own country. And that is we know what we're heading to. And so, we don't know. The only person who get to pray to, for them to bless us are God. Because they cannot think we know. We know. I tell you, thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're going to take a break. When we come back from our break, we're going to have 2 different conversations quickly. We're not going to spend more time on those conversations. Not Jeremiah, Richard Kun. The second and third person in the country got the same last name, the same pronunciation of the last name, Kun Kun. Yeah, Kun Kun. Jeremiah Kun, Richard Kun. So, we got to change the name. Let's Kun.
What?
Yeah, for you to get good job in the country.
No. I don't want that.
So the first person in the country is Joe Baga. For Baga, the second person in the country is Jeremiah Kun. The third person, Richard Kun. The fourth person, Let's take a break. When we come back, we are told Richard Kun's job is being threatened. There is some information we are gathering. It is not. It will soon get mature, but we have the information from the embryo stage. We're going to release it. Okay. Well, let's take a break. Quickly, let's take a break and be right back. This was done by Picado. He's going through a lot. We're hoping that help will find him very soon. He's one of Liberia's biggest, musical contributor. He has been doing very well in the musical industry. Unfortunately, life has a terrible way, of being very, 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 very tragic. But we are hoping that Picado will bounce back. This is Major Headlines. This is Major Stories. Let's take a break to be right back.
I cannot go to school, cause no more money. I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. Hey yo, excuse me for taking on me. I wanna how you make your headlines in the press release today. Although I read on those every day, but I'm really still getting confused now. And I just wanna ask you some questions. Oh, is it based on money? Is it based on presidency? Is it based on technology? Is it based on war? Tell me, we got make your head up. Oh, we got make your story. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major we got major story. There is no job, no money for hustlers. Come take up coverage. The rainy season coming soon. In the ghetto, all the houses are full of vacation, nowhere to stay. Come and see the widow living in the street with her children. Since the daddy went to war to fight, he never lived to see them. The children have no shelter, the children have no education. The children have no one to call their friend. The children have no food to eat. We got major headlines.
Okay, we got major headlines. There is no job. Colonial crowd took my father. Copper crowd giving our jobs to the Togolese, the Turkish, the Chinese and Lebanese. No job, no money for hustlers. Gregor, come on, sweeping up the motorcyclists from the road. No job, no hustle. Whipping the motorcyclists from the road. You know, the police are from the city. The city police seizing marketeers' goods in Central Monrovia, confiscating the goods and going ahead to steal the goods as well. The children still selling in the streets, selling amongst the vehicles. No job, no money for hustlers. No job, no money for hustlers. The president is building a $10 million property in Foya, Lofa County. Mr. Cummings, the Honorable Alexander Benedict Cummings, is requesting the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission to provide information as to how the president is building that project. Who's funding the project?
How many people do you love? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially the women. No job, no money.
Oh yeah.
No cause, no glory.
No job, no money.
No help for women. That's what we know.
Liberia. Yes, sir.
There is no job,
no job, no money for hustler. Liberia faced time under the Joe Baka government. The country raid. Government officials are very mean, even to their own United partisans.
You don't know stories. You've been writing stories for rap for pages.
Oh yeah.
Keep writing stories about.
That's what it is. And in the midst of this suffering and abject poverty permeating the corridors of power,
follow me.
Permeating the different landscape of our country. Mr. Cummings, Alexander Benedict Cummings of the Alternative National Congress, has given the LACC an additional 1 week to look into how Joe Baka is building the 10 million project in Foya. Oh yeah. These are major stories in the country. Oh yeah. Next on the platform, we are told lawmakers are preferring Tifa over Richard Kun. The guys are saying no money. Richard Kun can share some of the money. Tifa can drop them big. They don't need any stingy speaker. Oh yeah. These are major trending stories in the country. Oh yeah. That's why it is. That's exactly what it is. I love the song so very well. Picado. I'm hoping I help will go your way, Picado. Alexa, please try to connect with people that are working on Picado stuff.
Oh no, I already he's somewhere very soon.
Okay, yeah. We need to continue to raise the awareness. Picado would need to bounce back. He's just very recent.
And he was
very
not,
beautiful.
He was not just a musician. He was a very brilliant man, lecturing at the University of Liberia. Even
Wow.
at the MEU.
Wow.
Yeah, computer science.
Wow.
He's an amazing man, really. But he's going to bounce back.
Very,
So, to bounce back.
very smart fellow. Very smart fellow.
Yeah.
and that's exactly where it is. So Picado made this movie. He will call it major hairlines. Few bars of it. When we come back, we go to the main topic. Okay, all right. Okay, so Alexa, please read us that story with the capital
Oh,
building story quickly. The Richard Kuhn story. Richard Kuhn did not get the quorum at the level of the Liberian capital.
that's
Quick,
so funny, yo.
quickly read it. Read it.
Just yesterday we were
Richard
discussing
Kuhn had
about
quorum at not Better Casa, but RLG. Charlie Mena said,
Chipotle Hotel.
the Jinkle, real possible that I built. May I pay you in there? Right, that's it. But I know.
Okay, so
I want to put them report say, Leslie, yeah, I said, there are plenty of Judy there. Yeah, go ahead.
so this is courtesy of Verity News.
So the headline session
Oh,
cancelled over lack of quorum as Speaker Kuhn warns on salary deductions.
who would have thought?
Session cancelled. A whole Richard Kuhn can get quorum. Go ahead. Just read the first paragraph or any
Um,
catchy piece.
so
Mm-hmm.
a regular session of the Liberian House of Representatives was cancelled due to the absence of a quorum, prompting House Speaker Richard Nambwe to issue a stern warning to lawmakers who repeatedly fail to attend legislative sittings.
Okay.
Okay, so I'd like to read this, but he says, so we want to send this message to the leadership. The leadership will take the precise measures.
Wait.
Like, hey, see,
The very leadership you're talking about, the leadership are not even in session. The leadership of the House of Representatives somewhere around 30, somewhere around 30 human beings because
so the
that
man,
chair, co-chair, and some a member of each of the committees.
yeah,
You got over 10 different committees at that place. So 10 times 3, you know what are you talking about right there? 10 times 3, you're talking 30. You didn't even have 11 members in the place. You say give me you talking to leadership. With leadership, go ahead.
so
We'll get the real information about what happened with MK. We got it. Go ahead.
so we want to send this message to the leadership.
Mm-hmm.
The leadership will take precise measures.
But the leadership said the night attention.
So I don't know where it's
So we
coming from.
leadership is talking about because the place was empty. You know, less than 9 human beings was sitting there in the place with him. So we leadership are you talking about? When the leadership itself did not go to session.
I don't even know.
Go ahead.
So I'm reading up again because you just So the speaker went forward to say,
Uh-huh.
I am not losing control over the House. Not at all. I want to caution those legislators if they continue on this path, we will start going towards salary deduction for some reasons for
I
not
am.
being
So he said, I am not losing
losing
control over the
the
house.
House.
You are not losing control over the house, but lawmakers are not attending. Then what's happening to you? Go ahead. No, but Alexa, you are not losing control over the house, but lawmakers are not attending.
Well,
The jury not coming. The jury not coming home soon. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. The jury still outside of the video club. They're still dancing to the video club. They're still watching football games. They're still to the clubs. And you say you are the father. You are not losing control over the home, but you're tearing out home. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. You're tearing out to the house. You sleeping. They come out the door. They come to work. They come home at any time. As soon in the morning, they come ask you, Papa, children are getting grown out. He said, no, I'm not losing control over the house.
so
Make that make sense to me. Bro.
he says,
Go ahead.
if they continue on this path, we will start going towards salary deduction for some reasons for not being able to do the Liberian people's work on time.
Okay.
That's what he said here. And they just talked about the cancellation of the session has sparked discussions about growing attendance challenges within the House, with some political observers questioning whether the repeated lack of quorum reflects deeper divisions among lawmakers. So
Mm.
basically, that's just
So
putting
so
it back.
so here's where we're going to be very strategic in the whole conversation. I don't know if, but I'm sure our sound is better for those of you online.
Yeah,
Those of you who are watching, please, the sound should be better right now.
let us know.
Now, let me say this. Let me say this to our people. We have less than 5 minutes to talk about of these issues. Look, Alexa, what is happening on the Capitol is very, very easy. What was the next topic?
We're going to talk about Alexander V. Cummings.
Okay, so Cummings is asking for LHCC
Yeah, to
additional 1 week.
yeah,
I mean, that one we already know about it. So time for the calls, they're just
Yeah.
make a contribution. Well, let's spend some time on Richard Kuhn and man into the house. Now, here is what I have gathered.
I will not lose control over the House.
Thank you. That's the need. Now, the first thing is for the speaker to have gone to the point of publicly announcing that we will be talking to the leadership to start cutting salaries of those who will be abstaining from session.
Do they have the right to do that?
I mean, the House got rules, so apparently they can amend their rules and recommend cutting. I mean, they can suspend their members and they can expel their members
Yeah.
so that they can cut salary. But the point is to have gone to that extent of voicing it out, and at the same time you also saying that you are not losing control
You are definitely losing
is a
control now.
contradiction.
Yeah.
The Capitol building, the legislative flow, and the legislative politics and the environment is such a way that, regardless of your position, you are first amongst equals. When you protest, it doesn't mean you are not senator. You are senator. You may misbehave. You are no longer protest. To come out in the public with that cutting pay, it sends a deep message of division in the legislature that Kong will have to be aware of. I know this issue about people being in power and sometimes they grow. I want to borrow Jacob Jala war. They grow arrogance. Yep. But in all fairness, Richard Kuhn should be troubled. Speaker Kuhn should be worried, Alexa.
It should be.
You know why he should be worried? Because for lawmakers to consistently abandon going to session, you are not having quorum. Sometimes sessions will start 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock or whatever the time is, and session is starting 2-3 hours after the original starting point. It sends a very deep message. And Richard Kuhn is not, Richard Kuhn not know who a deputy is. He doesn't know who Tifa is.
It's still playing.
The Bible says something like this. The fear of what? Hey, General Zoena, yo.
Don't do that thing. You.
But Alexa, you don't know the Bible.
No, you've been going to just say you don't do that thing.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. I think that is.
Yeah, like
The fear of the Lord.
that's it.
Is it the fear of the Lord or the word?
How
Okay.
you fear the word when you're
I
supposed to fear God?
mean the word of God.
The fear of the
So
Lord.
I think it's the fear of the Lord.
I will,
Yeah,
you know what? I will make sure I look for you.
Any pastor there, please inbox me.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
No, I'm not a pastor. The Bible says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. I'm going to say to Richard Kuhn, the fear of Tifa is the beginning of wisdom. Okay, let me rephrase. The fear of Tifa is the beginning of legislative wisdom.
Oh, okay, so it is Proverbs. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom
Okay,
and knowledge of the Holy One.
it's in the book of Proverbs. Now I'm saying to Richard Kuhn, Speaker
And it also
Kuhn,
has something inside.
that the fear of Tifa, Tomo Farah, is the beginning of legislative wisdom. Part of the reason why the lawmakers are agitated, they are getting annoyed, they're getting vexed with Richard Kuhn Gabo. Number one, Richard Kuhn know the money very well.
Money matter.
When they say he know money very well. Somebody say he can add his face on the money. So when you give it up, people will be looking at his face, spend it.
Okay. People are left money.
Oh yes. And the lawmakers are becoming very unpleasant about that character. Magrobo will tell me, the global out there know what I'm saying. Find a global person and let them translate what that means. Oh yeah, or the folks who always complain about Rachel being self-centered. You are a speaker, you are first amongst equal. The big budget they gave you, the 3 cars what they can add to your 1 car to be doing wow. Those things are intended to elevate you. Then through your elevation, you find small thing for your body. True crayfish can drink water. The guys are saying, in fact, some of the guys are even regretting why they had to join Reggie Kun to remove Speaker Kofa, because some of them, somewhere somehow used to go to Speaker Kofa at the time, small thing would drop. Small thing would drop. They used to go to Speaker Kofa, they get small thing. They go to Reggie, they go to Tifa, and they get small thing. But right now, Tifa is like the speaker. Reggie Kun on a West Bank.
Yeah.
Import iron lag on there and get a kilo Madonna Copa. And so the lawmakers, I have several friends at the legislature. The representatives are angry. They are very angry with the fact that Rachel Nambekun is not relating to them. He's not comparing no boy, he's not comparing no. So in their opinion, if they continue to have Bo compatible, he will continue Alexa
To make them feel
uncomfortable, and he would delay their weekly operation. No, let me say this to people. Lawmakers live in very, 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 and they're the reason why they are suffering anyway. I don't want to pity them that much.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't want to pity them that much. But the lawmakers go through a lot of difficulties, especially, my baby top boss, my one delay, uncle, I don't go to school field, the other one, So lawmakers got pressing need for money every day. And the way the lawmakers make their money, I've covered the 52nd legislature. I've been there in the 53rd. This is the 54th. Unfortunately, 55th. Okay, fine. So 52nd, 53rd, 54th. So we've been around. The point is, lawmakers can get money when they put up some pretentious stubbornness towards the executive. I'm saying pretentious because they can really mean it.
No, you need to go to settle.
Yeah, they can really mean it. So now when the president can say, I'm sending 3 instruments on the floor, the lawmakers' normal tradition is that they will put up real resistance to that president, because the president want to have that legislative approval to enhance his presidential ambition and whatever the case is, his agenda. So the president has 3-4 documents on the floor, maybe the budgetary, non-budgetary something, some non-budgetary, in admin, concession, ratification, and other things. That true thing in the lawmaker can eat some math. I want it clear. True thing in the lawmaker can get some math. So, can just go to the mansion and say, yes, sir. In fact, Buju Ben Keita can't even cross the road with the instrument. Before a colleague even say, Mr. Bizani, what is that? It already passed. All the people say, nay, man. Well, it's not nonsense. We will not be coming here. If I didn't think will be coming here, we will not be coming to work.
Your Uza will say your yeah,
because a year was only got 84. Ain't no. So how come the thing even cross the road for the mansion? They can't even cross. Ain't the mansion get fence? Capital building get fence? Then the quota passing between it? Fine. The minister said, you can't even cross from the mansion fence to say entering the yellow line on the road to the capital building. Anybody he say all they is going to say yeah. They can't even read what is inside. And the guy said, no, that's not how they operate, because the thing that operation exactly can bring something, the negotiation money drop, how the minute operating. That the law there, that the enrichment of that capital, you can change it. The minute used to it. So the guys are getting frustrated that Kong is treating the House as a rubber stamp to the point where some lawmakers can write for executive members of the government to appear before the plenary of the House of Representatives to provide reason as to why certain things are not happening. For example, the man will say, "Bo Ali, what happened? Your water pipe, you're passing all day." Sometimes the guys can't come; they can't appear. Sometimes the guys can't appear. Mr. Head of the end, they come here and tell why. So the lawmakers are saying the reason why the guys are not appearing is because the executive respect the speaker. They feel the speaker has given in so much to the executive to the point where the independence of the House of Representatives is being threatened. It's vulnerable. The executive branch of government see them as important and powerful as before. So part of what they are doing is to send a signal to him that we are not happy with anything you own. And of course, who's the political advisor to the president?
We have the spouse of the speaker.
Madeleine is the political advisor to the president. So before the president even send a paper to the legislature,
there's already, a tip of.
In the neck, you be scratching, baby.
I beg you, please.
Baby, they.
You've been there before. What that is going on?
My boss is sending ratification for Putu Mountain tomorrow, baby. So before Putu can carry that cross in the road where the Putu Mountain study, when you go out and say, "Oh no," if I say, "Yeah, I know," and man, I said, "No, man, man, I would be sitting there, anything be happening." Because before the document comes, on the floor, but I go over the man, baby. My husband said something to you tomorrow to be, and the guys are getting used to it. They're concerned. It's disturbing their operation. The lawmakers know what I'm talking. And I'm saying it because I will join them in the future. Unless I will be a lawmaker. Whether you like it or not, I will
be what?
I will be a lawmaker.
Of course, you're going to be.
Oh yeah, whether you like it or not, I'll represent. I'll represent one county. Maryland or somewhere rather. I'll represent it. When I argument, I will. I know that for a fact. But I know everything happening there. I know how the men are operating. So the guys are level, but the thing it will be supporting the men. The Yappy said doing. The Yappy said all enjoying it. It's not nonsense, man. We'll not be allowing the thing anymore. If I were going to work, because once the use of going to job, it will not be given the chance to peruse these documents and make our input.
It's already decided before you get there. So
because before one people just come to all, really already got the intel. From my local baby, you get issue the way I can call the baby here.
My question is like how you think when you call that thing baby? What kind of thing is that?
Even when I'm baby, you don't want to say baby speaker.
No.
Put you speaker. Put you speaker. I'm saying speaker baby. Yeah, okay. The majority is speaker baby. If I'm saying the put you IO. Speaker baby. If I'm saying the put you IO tomorrow, you must manage that flow good. Wait a minute, when I give you out time, when the baby happy, we're happy. Say yeah, don't worry. I'll do cooking.
How you sounded because he has his voice here as well. Wait, was
no, how can you do? No, don't worry on that. I'll cooking. No, I'll just you really much on the fly passing. I'll just give you a reason for passing. So I am like when the man knows that you pass quick. The guys get angry. So when they get angry, sometimes the guys can make noise on the floor because they are assuming that the speaker has already negotiated something between the executive for that passage, that 4G passage. So they're okay, you know what? We're not calling on the floor. After work, they would jump upstairs and go to the speaker floor. Mm-hmm. Oh, Baba Chimana was my man, or Speaker Chimana was my man, so I know the whole speaker operation. So they go to the speaker floor, and when they get to the speaker floor, nice speaker, they'll bop. You enter. There's a protocol at the speaker office. No lawmaker can wait. The lawmaker go to the speaker office and say, "Oh, wait here for that." Go tell the speaker no. Yeah. If the lawmaker enter, he can open the door. Whoever with the speaker, he will open the door and enter. That's the protocol. So man, that's why you were passing first pass on the floor there. Tell what him behind you. And in most instances, according to our intel, we're going to say, "Well, man, nothing there. And when the men do nothing there, the men can get frustrated. Where do they go to? They go to Fala. When they get frustrated from Richard Coon office, they go to Fala. And when they go to Fala,
The man's going to say,
oh no, Fala got
gotta go.
the team playing in the office. In a car, in a room. The team playing the morning playing there with that ball. So they go to Fala. Fala. I mean, football. Man, 1,000. Fala will draft from Montine. So I said the point in time, the man said, "But how Fala relating to all more than the speaker who fire comes to cover for? You know what? We're just sitting on the house in that. Let the speaker run the place. He alone run it.
Then speak.
Yeah, see, I hear the speaker there at the same time he's a husband to the political advisor. No problem. Let him just run the place. And that's why the guys are not going to session. I have more friends in the legislature. It's one of the things that they'll be laughing, they'll be thinking, how okay, got all the information. Well, don't worry, I join you very soon. I'll be one of your newer colleagues at the legislature. But that's the point, Alexa. That's why he's going through.
The speaker has refused to conjugate the verb.
Now.
So.
We'll come and go take course quickly, Alexa. The troubling one that Speaker Coon should be very careful on, it has not reached to the point where a removal is emotional. No. If I say me, I'm a liar.
But I think he fears.
It is reaching there. The way he is managing the flow, the way he is managing the crisis right now, could lead him to being removed.
Now go talk to a friend behind the hole.
Because if your friends come to the house, go in your chat room and say, "Look, gentlemen, why are you not coming to session?"
But you come to all the public.
Call the man in the speaker office. The speaker office very long, right? Unless I can draw the speaker office. I know it very well. I know the speaker office good. I can draw it. Oh yeah, anyway, sorry. That's something that I can talk. I know the speaker office good. I can tell you how many windows there. I can tell you everything about the speaker office. Call the man in a long place. You know why you're sit under your west.
We don't teach them men what to do.
No, I mean it's our country. Have a country with the man and discuss behind the scene. But the goal to say, I will call you outside. They're not your children. They're not your kids.
They're going to have salary deductions across the board.
By the time you start getting salary deduction, what you're doing today is that you are disgracing them. These are people who are sent in the building that by their respective districts across the country. So you look at me and say, "Oh, start calling your pay." It's almost like you telling the parents in front of their children that, "Hey, you're the parent in the community, will start flocking you up." Yeah? Was that making you the knee down? How do you expect the man to look in front of here? How you call the thing? In front of his children. You disgrace him. You will disgrace him. And so, Commerce Speaker Coon should refrain from making no kind of public comments about his lawmakers not attending session. Go home and talk with them in your chat room, talk with them internally. That he is coming outside to say those things is a clear indication that he's losing the flow, and he has to admit, if he doesn't control this thing between now to July 26th, when the guys come back from their original constituency break, watch my lips. The guys prefer Tifa with the gavel than Richard Coon. If Coon is not careful, they'll remove him and put Tifa there. If he's not careful, they'll remove him and put Tifa there. Tifa is a direct body to Jeremiah Coon. That Tifa and Jeremiah Coon operated the House of Representatives, Westminster, and found out budget. That was the two men again back. When you see them close up, that they hold it. Tifa Westminster, and found out chair, Jeremiah Coon was co-chair. When you hear room 1026, Boulevard Palace, that the men in room, they operated together. So Jeremiah Coon will be very, very happy as head of the Senate, working with his boy Tifa as head of the House of Representatives. Richard Coon should be very careful. There is a serious Italian politics on the floor right now. And I think when you can say, "Oh, we suspending that," don't issue that statement again. You better go back in the house and talk to your board easily. You know what I mean? That's all we can say. But tomorrow, in the coming days, we'll give additional information, Alexa, all we know on the capital. But Richard Coon is not safe. He's not careful, he may not preside over the next state of the nation address. I can say that for a fact. Yeah.
So when you,
We're gonna go to the lines. We out of time. Go ahead.
you know, the president said he was going to work with someone who had quorum, right?
Uh-huh.
When Funanti was there.
Oh yeah.
And when you're pointing your finger at someone, it like there's the other way is at you.
Coming back.
So now Rachel is in the same hot water that
He not gonna go wrong.
yeah, you see the same
So
thing.
in the minutes of
So I don't know if the guys are going to go back to RLJ
they should have gone to Riverside. Though.
or they're going. You see, the border will be around here.
No, Riverside. Going
They're
all the way.
going across,
Yeah,
right?
Broadville, Riverside.
So you can imagine that. But whatever happens, the speaker say, "I will not lose control
Okay.
over the house."
All right. So we'll see how you do it.
No, the scene against so stuff that will use the message you saying you will sting.
Okay. All right.
but we'll see what happens.
Okay. All right. So just 5 calls, then we'll go home. Only five. We're not going to take more on it. Keep the cash giveaway coming in. Right. Five calls. Just quick 5 calls. That's what's happening. Let's hear you if you can. 86500-104-776 104-104 are the numbers to join the conversation. Just 5 calls. Let's see who this person is. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
But here, good evening, Alexa. How you doing?
We're great. Quickly, let's hear you.
Yeah, the man feed a private company. So he will cut salary of the employees that are not coming to work. The same measure he used against Honorable Cooper, they turn it back to him. It's good for him. He's just starting.
Okay.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you. We leave you right there. Man City, quickly, 30 seconds.
Well, say what goes around, cast around, that your time to around.
Yeah,
The Oma, very creative.
yeah, exactly.
That is moving come out your play all the time. That your time to around. What goes around, cast around, that your time to around.
Okay.
Now your stars over there. Now your stars there.
Pick up, baby.
Because you go tell us because they now your bedroom there. People holding now your bedroom there. Your time to around.
We leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Hello, how are you?
How you doing?
We're great. Let's get you.
The only thing I get is say the sea road I can hear more, they can hear babu.
Yo.
Okay. Thank you. We leave you. We'll talk to the person. Hello, how are you?
Thank you, can I say hello, sir?
Go ahead.
Is that straight to the man band doing the best stopping the people and do that get it? So is that still really cool? They know in my addition the money Ghana or campus and London so that is why I do car. I didn't have that media. And for about everything you can say one day to get out because we want account or what do you for that thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. 86500-104-776 104-104 are the numbers to join the conversation. Yes, Speaker Bull. It's having a lot of running of recent. This person, quickly.
Yeah, my best calling.
Go ahead, ma'am.
When you play, go careful. You can feel rescue on the ground. We can never put play. Okay, good
Okay.
That will suffer you.
We leave you right there.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Let's talk to the person. Go ahead, quickly. No time.
Good evening, dear sister.
Go ahead,
yeah,
Robert.
for me, I support Speaker Cool. You know what I support it for?
Okay.
My own brother Jim Quaden was showing also they're going to RNG enjoying the best chicken time, the best cow time, that really cool of hero. Right now, anything really cool to them, I support it for me. Now, you say you will run in the future. The person who I come to elect as the campaign manager for you, okay. It's my own brother. I will share.
Wait, let me declare my intention.
Yeah, but let me come my own leader. I will share will be the campaign manager. Then it will be BCC KOK. One kind of citizen for kind or what kind.
I don't want to contest it. One country.
No, that way most will vote for you.
Okay. Thank you.
You know you get there.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We leave you right there. Let's leave you and go over to okay, yeah, so we gotta go home, Alexa. We gotta go home. We'll continue tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll tell you how many meetings the guys have held in
Riverside?
not Riverside, many meetings in place. There's some kind of club, Rehab Junction. The men can be there. The men meeting place. But we tell you more information about what the guys are into. It is very, very concerning. Richard Cole should lower the boastful character. Get down to your knees and go talk to your colleagues. If not, Baba, they show what they can get to the stranger, they can bring him out of town.
I will not lose control over the house.
But you're not get caught wrong.
Whether by fire or by force.
We gotta go. We'll return here on tomorrow.
Hopefully, we're going to have the entire team present. Since everybody missed it, to order all together.
Picardo will take us home. Keep the cash giveaway coming in to star 255 star 1 hash. Until we return, have a wonderful time. God bless you. Bye bye.